This reading is for air signs. I love reading for air signs. The question for this reading, so air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The question to this reading is, what do air signs need to shed or leave behind in 2025 in order to align themselves with a genuine love in 2026? Okay, so what do air signs need to shed or leave behind in 2025 in order to align themselves with a genuine love in 2026? Okay, here we go. Hopefully I get them all in frame. So 1, 2. Okay, hopefully they're all in frame. So starting off, we have the 8 of Swords. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles. And the Hermit. The Sun, 6 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords. So, Eight of Swords is, swords are your thoughts, overthinking, feeling stuck, but it's your own, it's your own mental prison that you're placing on yourself. So, yeah, so whatever you're constantly negatively thinking about does turn into what you're manifesting. So keep that in mind. I mean, if your love life hasn't been the best or the greatest, try to pay attention to what you're actually thinking about constantly. And then, you can be more aware and avoid those type of thoughts. Try to, I don't want to say like, try to replace those thoughts. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles, which is reciprocity. Obviously, that's not a bad thing. But if you're the one that's doing all the giving and you're not allowing that person to match what you're giving, you just keep giving and giving, that's not a good thing, because then you end up overfilling their cup, and then you feel like you're not getting the same in return. The Hermit is an energy of going within yourself. Oh my God, this cat almost got in frame. The Hermit is not, I don't look at it as a negative, because you do need to take that time to go within yourself and introspect, investigate, everything that you've been doing in these connections, and then you can more or less point out what you are doing wrong. And but so I don't look at that as a bad card that you need to shed. I think if it's something you're leaving behind, I think you're probably doing a lot of introspection and then not applying it, like ignoring what you came up with, ignoring the answers that you've already know within yourself. Because then it just seems pointless. I mean, if you're analyzing your situation and you figured out what you need to improve on, but then you're not applying it, that's where it comes in negatively. The Sun card is also, in my opinion, not a negative card, but maybe that's leaning more towards ego because the Sun does represent the ego. So the ego sometimes doesn't want to accept when a situation is just not for you, and you keep trying your hardest to even prove that this situation is for you, only nothing's working. You're running into all these dead ends, all these blockages, just everything that could go wrong keeps going wrong, but your ego just still doesn't want to accept that this person is just not for you. So you definitely need to leave that behind, or have your ego take a seat for a little bit, you know? Then we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is an energy of moving away from a chaotic love and moving towards calmer waters. So you're going to leave chaos in 2025 when it comes to your love life, because that's what's going to help you move into 2026. And you got the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles in a love reading. Um, Usually it indicates working together on rebuilding the connection. If this is something that you're supposed to leave behind, I would look at it more of like leave behind wanting to work on a situation that isn't fixable. Um, this card is also a card that comes up when people are um, entertaining a work situation connection, because it's somebody that they're going to be around at work working on a project together. If that's for some of you, um, then the message would be you need to stop entertaining work co-workers, you know, at work, because maybe that's causing problems and issues in a connection you have at home. Then we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is taking your relationship to the next level. Okay, now again, the question we have to focus on is what are we shedding? What are we leaving behind? So you're trying to take a relationship that, again, is not working, but you're trying to force that into the next level, hoping that that's going to be what's going to make the connection stronger. And a lot of times that could be moving in together, or even getting engaged. And people really make those impulsive decisions hoping that it's going to straighten the connection. And in my opinion, if the relationship is just already strained and it's not solid, I don't think pushing or forcing moving in or getting engaged is going to improve that at all. I think it just adds more problems and makes it harder to separate once everything really comes to an end. For example, let's say you guys just decide to have a baby because you think that that's going to make the connection stronger, and the relationship still is crumbling in 2026. Well, now you have this baby on the way. You involved another person into your situation. So that's not logical, in my opinion. Next card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a fated card, a destiny card, the tables have turned type of energy. So this would be a good card for this reading because you are wanting to turn the tables. Whatever is happening currently now in your situation, you are leaving that so that you're shifting the energy now moving into 2026. Now you're going to get the opposite of what you currently have right now. Eight of Pentacles is an energy that of somebody that's working hard and putting a lot of effort into what they really believe in, what they are proud to be building and fixing and perfecting. So again, this is a love reading, so this would apply to the relationship. I don't look at that as something you have to leave behind, but this could also have been somebody that overworked and didn't put um, that much effort into the connection because they're like workaholics. You know what I mean? So everything has to be balanced in order for things to flow freely. And then we have the last card, Two of Swords, also thoughts. But the Two of Swords is somebody that avoids a decision when it comes to love because it's like their head and their heart are constantly in this battle. So if this is something you need to shed, that's the message would be get out of your head. Something really quick you can do is write down the pros and cons of this connection. How does it add value, and how is it straining you, and see what list is longer, you know. And I think that's how you'll know whether this connection that you're currently in is worth the effort moving into 2026, or you'll be able to get out of this indecisive energy and finally make a decision and finally, cut ties, or you'll actually know have a different formula or method on how you guys are going to apply this to your relationship moving into 2026. So that's all I got for air signs. I hope you like this reading. If you want a personal reading, the information will be in my bio. I'll see you in the next video.